So what I'll do is I'll just go through the slide. Actually, no, I'll introduce myself first. My name is Davey Bernardo. Some of you guys may not have met me before, and how long have I been a student for? 2010, actually, December. So, what, 2.5, 3 years? Yeah. There you go. So what I'll do is I'll just show you a slide that we just prepared today. Okay, so Zoe Bernardo is actually my wife. So we joined December 2010, planning to retire young, retire rich, through properties, passive incomes, and staying rich. Actually, the main motivation here really is because we started having a family, and we got 2 kids. Actually, I'll go through that. That's me and my wife. Okay, so who am I? Self-employed. I'm in IT and I work from home. My wife works for BNZ. Daughter's 5. Her name's Maya. And
5 and Maya.
oh, really?
Yeah.
5 and Maya.
Yeah.
That, eh? Yeah. Is it born in May as well, or?
Maya.
There you go. Born in May. Amazing, eh? And my son's name is Liam. He's 7 years old. He's born in May as well. Now, when Liam was 2, he was diagnosed with autism. So we started thinking a lot, and what do we do, and what do we do in the future, and all that kind of stuff. That's when really motivated me to find a different way. Whether to do your business or get a better job or whatever. But property investment is really like a tool for me to get there. So that's really my goal, and that really motivates me still every day. So my goals is to retire young. We said that before. So it's true. I mean, we do want to have passive income. So we could definitely spend more time with the kids and the family, and have more options and do the things that we want to do. Not just work. So why choose property investing? So these are my reasons. To provide a better future for my family. Number 2, to assist my goal of being financially free before the age of 50. It may seem so far, but I'm actually 40 now. I'm 40 this month, so I've only got 10 years to go. So I've got to be financially free. Maximize the future income stream. And history indicates a consistent pattern with regards to capital gain. So, can't go wrong in New Zealand. And it is a more secure way of income stream compared to stock or currency trading. I'm in it for the long term. So, there's a lot of people suggesting, trading and all that kind of stuff, but I heard all of them. And they do actually make a lot more money in short term, but I'm in it for the long run. So it's a lot of fun. It is actually fun. And I got the best mentor here, so could go wrong. Oh, that's Ron, by the way. So, started my journey January 2011. Actually, I joined December 2010. We found a property. That's not it. We found a property which I wanted to buy, but and they were selling it quite cheap. I didn't get it, but it came up again January 2011. So it's just over Christmas. They did some renovation, and we got it. So I just dealt with it privately. So what I did is because I already had my own home, so I purchased it $524,000 2010, and at that time we got a registered valuation so that we can build the equity. And from there, it started to build. So we got my... actually, the purchase price $524,000, and I did a QV the other day, and it came up at $694,000 QV, but the market value is around about $725 around our area, so which is quite good. This is the first investment that I purchased after refinancing my property. So we purchased it at 305,800. This is 10A Panama Road. It was run down. It was really run down. It had nothing. There's no walls. There's no carpet. There's nothing inside, and outside's all really tired. This was December 2010, and it was actually selling at 250,000. So I offered 260, but I missed out still because somebody from the inside bought it. So what happened is they spent 40,000. They renovated the whole place. They made it look like this, and then they put it back on Trade Me. And they won in 350 for it. But, so I negotiated for about 2 weeks privately. And they waited for the register valuation. So they got an RV. And it came up at 305, but they didn't tell me about that. So I negotiated until I got it at 305,800. And then they told me, actually, I've got an RV for 305. Would you like to have it? I said, no, thank you, because I'll have my own RV, thanks. So we got our own RV the same day, and it was valued at 350 that same day. So I said, well, so there's valuers and there's valuers. Okay, and then the next one is this is a 4x50 Going Drive Meadowbank, and purchased May 2011 at 235,000. It's got a two-bedroom unit, and just did some paint and carpet, so it's freshened up. Actually, not carpet. We actually put the wooden thing. It's not. Is that wooden vinyl or? Yeah. So it looks like wooden floor, but it's a fake one, Anyway, you got a QV the other day at 380, which is quite good. And the next one, we did 6x4 Panorama Road, Mount Wellington. This was actually viewed by a lot of students at that time. Ron was with the students, and I was on the phone the other side with the agent, and then I spoke to Ron as well, because I actually made an offer and I bought it without even seeing it. But then again, I trusted Ron. So I said, what do you think? Ron says, it looks okay inside. Great, buy it. So actually I purchased 250,000. But somebody else actually made an offer. So I put another $200 on top and I got it. So 250, 200. And the market value is 360, but I think the QV was around the 350 to 355 mark. That was just over the weekend. And then next one was 1/68 Olsen Avenue, Hillsborough. Purchase price $242,000, November 2012. QV 367. That was just in the weekend, so that was really good. The only thing is, it took me a while to rent it out. At the beginning, it was pretty hot, so it was It's a two-bedroom unit, and it was being rented at $310 a week. Yeah, I think it was at that time it was pretty good going. So I didn't have to do anything. So I said, great, rent it out $310 a week, excellent. And I got a garage too, and I didn't even include the garage because I was renting it out separately. But what happened is it went flat, and it was vacant for a little while, and fresh coat of paint, rented it again at $325, plus the garage was about $30 a week, so it's $355. And what happened is now I just included a garage, and I said to Jared's my property manager, just make it $355, so it includes the garage. That gives them storage space, or car storage. And the next one is 1x162 Going Drive. Oh, that's a new picture actually. Actually, that it doesn't look as good as this actually, because this is our a draft, isn't it? Like what's gonna look like. Because we it is quite tired. It is an old property, so we are talking about cladding it and doing all sorts of stuff and making it $1 million. So this is what it's going to look like anyway. But I think the builder is saying that we want to make the weatherboard horizontal instead of vertical now. So that's not really the final one. Purchase price $334,000, 2012 November, and the registered valuation is $400K. Actually, I got that from Colvin too. Now that had a 2-bedroom before, but it was quite a spacious one. It's about 80-something square meter, and we've actually added another bedroom and redone inside. So it's renting at $430 a week at the moment. And this is Locarno, the latest one. This was purchased. Oh, sorry. Yeah. This was purchased. When was that? Friday. So it was supposed to actually belongs to Gordon, and it's supposed to go to auction, but I made him an offer that he couldn't refuse. No, 317. It's actually, that's wrong. 317. It's not 217. See, 217. How could he cancel the auction? Actually, no. I did offer 310. Is it 310? 310, and he wanted 325. And I said, look, you're a student, I'm a student. We'll meet halfway. There you go. So after that, he cancelled the auction, and it's a done deal. Yeah. So, I didn't really want to get into a 3-week, negotiation process. I just want to make sure if he wants to sell it, it's serious. I'm serious. I'm gonna buy it. I see the potential in it. I know Ron owns a couple there. I know like 10 students here owns like 10 units. It's a block of 12, and I know we're going to do something amazing to this block soon, and it's going to make it. I don't know. I didn't understand why it's been there for 2 weeks and nobody actually offered. Eh?
I offered.
You did, but it wasn't accepted.
Not good enough.
Tend to offer low.
Oh right.
280.
280.
295.
It's got to be something. QB301 rents about 360, so everyone's got different numbers, but on mine it's 280, 285.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Look, I understand. It does need some work to make it look better and presentable, but I could see the value in it. And sorry.
That'll be capital gain.
Oh, there's going to be capital gain, I'm sure.
There's 30,000 at the moment in the body corporate to paint it this October.
Yeah.
So you bought the share of the 30,000 as well.
Yeah, there you go.
3,000.
Yeah, but it has to be done, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna paint it like earlier. So I told Gordon I'll buy it, but you got to give me early access, so I can send my painters in there and get it all done, so that before it's settled, I've got a tenant.
So it was Gordon's property?
Yeah, it was Gordon's property.
So why so?
I think he wanted to buy a house.
Buying houses now.
Yeah. So he.
Maybe was it vacant?
Yeah.
Is it vacant?
Oh yes. It was vacant. Yeah. So.
It was rented at 350.
It was renting at 350. Well, see, that's old news for me. For me, I'm expecting a bit more than that.
But it was, as it is, it was rented at 350.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In the photo, my one's the one downstairs. I'm renting for 380.
380. Is that 2-bedroom as well, or?
2-bedroom.
Yeah, all the 2 bedrooms.
Oh, there you go. So 380 is
Although I do have a backyard to it.
380 is. Oh, I've got a sun deck. It's a balcony. It's a long one.
375.
Eh? So these are the numbers. Actually, just shows the rent per week. Thanks, Ron, for calculating all this.
Oh, it's 1,000 out on the 218 number 7.
Oh, this one here. That should be 318.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're talking about you paid 2.213.
2.213.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about 800 grand equity.
All I know is I just pay and make sure that it's rented.
Yeah. The numbers.
I just keep it simple.
The calculations on the next page.
Yeah. There you go. Ron did that. Okay. So we're still out 100k though. We're out 100k, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
So your capital gains is actually 838 over the last 3
Yeah.
years.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's not bad numbers, isn't it?
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
That's tax free.
Two banks at the moment. So
BNZ.
BNZ and ANZ.
Yeah, that's your one.
Yeah, BNZ and ANZ. Actually, most of them are ANZ. Took it out of BNZ, even though we get like the, because my wife works there and we get the discount or whatever.
So what's your average interest rate?
Sorry?
What's your average interest rate?
It's about 5.1.
So you're making about a 2.2 profit.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah. Does that, but
Even if you put 90% deposit,
sorry,
even if you put 90%
deposit.
you still get 5.1.
Yeah. It's like I think with A and Z actually they made they gave us a good offer. I think it was like 3 years on floating, about 5%. So we took that, and this 5.2, it's all different as well. And with B and Z, even though with the discount, it still works out around about the 5 point, with the LVR fee or whatever, low equity fee, that would still work out about 5.2%. So it was all right. Yeah. So anyway, I've got some advice to new students. So first of all, we have to understand the difference between buying a property investment and buying your own home, because it is quite different. And don't get stuck in emotions and pretty things. The basic fundamental applies to all investments, whether it's a multi-million-dollar commercial property or a small home unit. As long as you follow the basic fundamentals and what we've been learning in this class and what Ron's been teaching you, it always works the same way. And number 3 is find the facts, but be decisive and quick. I think I'm actually quite glad that I got the pre-approval not just from the bank but also from my wife. So basically, I don't have to go, Corvin, I gotta come back to you tomorrow. I gotta talk to my missus, because basically I got a pre-approval.
You miss out.
Yeah, because you gotta be quick, and my wife just gotta trust me. She knows that I come to class. She doesn't. She doesn't come to class because we got like little kids, but she I do explain things as much as I can, and then that's why I do get to decide quicker, and I can just say yes or no. It is a numbers game, as long as it computes and the yield makes sense and the numbers make sense. I think it makes sense. I wouldn't recommend not seeing the property like what I did, because there's a couple of properties I actually haven't seen before purchasing. But I wouldn't recommend that. But Ron was there, and then somebody else that I trust was there. But I also calculated numbers, and they all worked out. So I'm happy with it. And obviously, I'm not too hooked up about what tenant's going to get and who's going to get it. Because I told Jared, as long as somebody's actually, got a good background check and, I don't care if they're aliens or whatever. As long as they pay the rent, don't care. Don't be afraid to make a move. That is why we have Ron. So if you guys are unsure about things, whether to make an offer or not, or how much, that's why we have a mentor. Have fun during the process. I'm actually having a lot of fun. I have fun as soon as I get a pre-approval. Before the pre-approval, I'm always pissed off. Because I see everybody's buying and I couldn't. And I go along to the Thursday nights on the road and I go, man, this is nice. Oh, yeah, this is nice. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll go home. Best time to buy was yesterday. Always. So every year, always somebody goes, oh, no, it's too expensive. But next year they say the same thing. It's too expensive. The year after, they say it's expensive. But actually, if you buy it yesterday, you won't be saying the same thing. Agree?
Yeah.
And, question time. Question time, please. Any questions?
So you're pre-approved now?
I'm pre-approved and I'm getting another pre-approval. So I can be happy again.
So on which LVR are you going to be pre-approved?
Sorry?
90%?
With the BNZ is, I think it was 85, but I haven't showed them everything. Like I haven't showed them all the QVs and all that. So that's why I'm waiting for another bank right now, which I showed everything. And hopefully I'll get a 100% loan. So I don't have to actually fork out deposit, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so I'm waiting for that, really. Even though I've paid my deposit, because the agents are pretty, they're onto it. No, because, I know Colvin. He's got to get paid somehow. So, any other questions? That's it? Oh, you.
What was your best buy and why?
I think it was the very first property, which is Panama Road. Panama Road, which is... Panama Road was... it's a 4-bedroom house. It's not a unit. It's actually a 4-bedroom house with its own section. It's got a garage as well. Standalone. And it's... And the best thing here is I didn't have to spend a penny to get it renovated, because when I got in there, everything's done. They even did the landscaping, and everything's new, even the windows and the paint inside and outside. So I don't mind paying them an extra 40,000 or whatever, because but because we purchased it earlier. Now it's worth a lot more. So, same thing applies if you purchase one today.
So what's the rental on it?
When we first purchased it, it was renting at $510 a week, right? $510 a week, yeah. But right now, actually we dropped it to $495 a week, but it's almost time to raise it up again. So we kind of I talk to Jared all the time, get an update, what's going on in the market. Is it hot? Is it flat? If it's flat, it's a bit hard to... obviously, as long as it's rented, it's fine. As long as it's tenanted, it's okay. You leave it. But if somebody moves out and you want it rented out straight away, then you got to kind of match the market as well. So $495, I'm still not losing any sleeps. So, but it's almost time to bring it up again to $510, I would say.
Just over 8%.
Yeah.
How much more property do you have to buy before you're financially free?
Well, my target's pretty high, but I think I'm going to have to actually get back to reality. So I do want to get probably a total of about 20 or 30, but maybe 20. Maybe 20. Is that feasible? That's feasible.
Yeah, 3 years to get
10
8
years, you can
properties,
buy more. You
it's
could buy
about 3 a
50.
year.
Yeah.
So 20 property, that's 7 years. Yeah, you're on
Yeah.
target.
Yeah, but I still gotta find a different income stream in order to support that, because otherwise I get stuck. Like, you know, you'll get stuck if you know, the bank will not lend you any more money. You know, so you'll get stuck for a little while until, and then you wait for the capital gain, and you know, so you got to keep looking.
Have you become rent reliant?
No, definitely not. I still, you know, run my own business, although I run it from home, so I balance between family and my work. So I do have a lot of time to look at properties, but I don't, which, you know, don't follow me. But I actually, I've been really lucky as well. Like, people say, oh, you know, there's one available, oh, I'll take it. No, that's all I do. So things that falls into my lap, as long as it works out well, I just take it. So, all right. Thank you very much.